Breaking news 2027. North Central APC Forum says North Christians will still vote Obi, reject plot to drop Shettima. Welcome back to Royal Media. Thanks for always being here. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is the channel that brings to you verified news within Nigeria and around the globe. Recently, there has been calls from various sectors, including the APC circle, to drop Vice President Shettima as Tinubu's running mate come 2027 election. But the North Central APC forums as rejecting this plot to drop Shettima. So guys, let's sit back and listen to the details of this forum, what they are saying. The North Central All Progressive Congress APC Forum has rejected alleged move to replace Vice President Kashim Shettima as President Bola Tinubu's running mate ahead of the 2027 general election, warning that such a decision would be a grave political miscalculation. The forum's position was contained in a statement issued on Thursday in Abuja by its chairman, Alhaji Salah Zazaga, following report that some members of the ruling political party were pushing for Shettima's replacement. The speculation intensified after the vice president's photograph was omitted from a banner featuring APC leaders in the Northeast during the party's zonal public hearing on constitutional amendments in Maiduguri. The banner displayed images of Tinubu, 5 APC governors from the zone, and the party's national legal advisor. The development has reignited debate over the viability of the APC's Muslim presidential ticket in 2027 and raised questions about Shettima's political future. Some stakeholders within the party have reportedly called for his replacement with a Christian from the north. In particular, groups from the North Central region have demanded that a Christian from the area be selected as Tinubu's running mate in the next election. The demand was further heightened by renewed pressure from United States President Donald Trump over alleged Christian persecution in Nigeria. Observer says Trump's stand has increased the likelihood of a Christian vice presidential candidate for 2027, with Defense Minister Christopher Musa, Bishop of Sokoto Catholic Diocese Matthew Kuka, and former Speaker of the House of Representatives Yakubu Dagora tip as possible candidates. However, the North Central APC Forum warned that replacing Shettima would be disastrous for the party and could jeopardize Tinubu's re-election bid. The forum added that North Central region was not angling for the vice presidential slot, noting that it was focused on contesting the presidency in 2031 after Tinubu's tenure. Cautioning against injecting religious sentiment into political calculation, the forum argued that the North currently lacks a Christian candidate with sufficient grassroots support, national appeal, and political structure to complement Tinubu's electoral strength as a running mate. It maintained that abandoning the Muslim ticket would only strengthen the opposition in 2027. There is serious danger in changing a winning ticket. We totally and unequivocally reject calls and plans to drop Vice President Kashim Shettima as President Bola Tinubu running mate in the next election. We sincerely advise President Bola Tinubu and the leaders of the party not to listen to such calls, because such a decision will turn out to be a grievous political miscalculation the forum stated. The statement also accused those behind the allegations of acting against the interests of the party and the president. They do not want to see President Bola Tinubu re-elected. That is the only reason anybody with political knowledge would make such a request, he said. Analyzing voting patterns in the north, the forum said Tinubu will not gain new votes by replacing Shettima. Instead, it warned that dropping him on religious ground would lead to a loss of support and votes in the region. The forum also noted that if the opposition coalition backed by the African Democratic Congress, ADC, fight Peter Obi as its presidential candidate, replacing Shettima would make no significant difference, as many minorities in the north will still vote for Obi regardless of Tinubu's running mate. The forum therefore advised the president to maintain the status quo and retain Shettima to strengthen his chance in 2027. It insisted that those calling for a change did not support Tinubu in 2023 and will still not vote for him in 2027, even if he comply with their demands. If you check, you will notice that in 2023, most of their communities voted for Peter Obi of the Labour Party. Now, if Peter Obi comes out again in 2027 on the platform of the ADC, what is the guarantee that they will vote for Tinubu even if he drops Shettima and replaces him with a Christian? This is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. What is likely is that Tinubu will lose support among core Northerners, thereby reducing his votes and giving the advantage to Peter Obi. Basic political calculation shows that dropping Shettima makes no sense and is actually very dangerous, the statement said. The forum also dismissed suggestions that foreign powers, including the United States and other Western countries, might pressure Nigeria to abandon the Muslim ticket in 2027. It insisted that Nigeria is a sovereign nation and should not bow to external influence. The Muslim ticket gave us victory in 2023. Nigeria is an independent nation and nobody is going to dictate to us, the forum added. So guys, what's your take on this? Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel, and also drop your comments below the comment section. Thanks for listening.